Doesn't just say the words. It comes through here. You actually
the entire time that thing was going on.
I hope I did good for my first time, y'all.
You
good.
Thank you.
Mine's too. Oh, now it's not good. There it goes.
wow.
Wonderful.
Oh, it sounds like a train.
The entire time we're under Estes method,
There was noises back.
it's coming back.
Like it sounded like there was something walking in the water.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
That's an error. That's a jet.
Yeah, we're not far from there.
About the Estes?
Yeah.
Did anything Skinwalker come up?
No. Well. If you want to stick around for the recap, you can make
someone walking around me.
The only thing in the beginning, Katie went over just to turn the music box off. That was it.
No.
But no, not on that side. She went on that side.
You did have a mice run past you.
Yeah, you had a
Nice.
mouse. Yeah,
Mouse.
nice fat mouse, and it kept running around there and came back, running around again.
A mouse?
Yeah, nice fat one.
Your box just said 1977.
No, it said 19.
No way.
No, it just said 1977. Yep. This is the date that he said.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he said 1977. And
No,
here's
he
another
said
funny thing.
77.
Somebody asked.
1977, right?
Somebody asked in the live if you were cremated. Right before that question popped, your box said I was cremated.
Yeah, I heard his box say that, so I wanted to ask and see if he would say that he was cremated.
Once he drinks some water, he gets up and
Probably about something about the Skinwalker.
He's going to let them do the review and talk to them.
Where's that light at?
No, this one.
This Estes was kind of trippy. I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect these answers.
I know,
These came out
right?
of nowhere. Yeah.
Aliens, Wolfmans,
Bigfoots.
Bigfoots, aliens that look like us.
I mean, it all falls underneath that paranormal. Paranormal just means anything out of the norm, which includes your aliens, your your cryptids, your spirits, your transmuted, your It's a huge umbrella.
Well, he didn't specify what kind of aliens. It could have been illegal, so we're not sure.
It's really.
So you never know.
Too shy.
And that there's all kinds of super. What is it? All kinds of other super. I can't think of the word.
I never been here.
You said it started here.
I personally don't think Bigfoot is good or bad. I think he falls under that interdimensional being where there is no depth, like there's no definition between good and bad. They don't have our moral code as to what we think is good and what we think is bad. They just exist.
Yeah. What was crazy is when he said that there was a lot more super beings out there in the woods.
Huh?
Yeah.
You can't do it over 15 minutes. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the wolf man answer. I really wasn't when I started that. I was like,
which means we'll get back to that about the Skinwalker thing.
Yeah.
I think. But
I was thinking it might have been a bear or something, but I wasn't expecting a wolf man.
I thought
we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll let Bubba get himself hydrated.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Get centered.
It's crazy how spot on you were, and
a lot of people think this is fake. And I said, come out here and witness yourself.
If I can literally hear the white noise from, 10, 15 feet away from where you were sitting, there's no way you could hear the stuff that was being said on there.
But people think it's fake.
You can't.
But I don't care, you know what I mean?
I mean, I could barely make out some of the questions they were asking. I'm standing 3 feet away from the phone.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Victoria, it's very dangerous if that happens. Possibility that he will not be able to come back.
But people think everybody thinks it's a joke.
Yeah, no, that's the Estes method is no joke.
It's not.
That's my table? I mean,
It doesn't matter. They're all the same.
all right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Okay, so during setup, the bell went off, and then the spirit talker app said, "Be very, very, very be very, very careful." And then all of the devices that play music went off all at the same time. So then we had Katie turn the one that sings the Doris Day song off. And then while you were going under, the box that sings Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star went off. And then the Spirit Talker app said either blurry or very. Once you were under, Mike started in. Before he even started talking, the bell went off. The name we got was Frank Long. So Long is what I heard. The first thing he said was he's thirsty. The spirit app then just said brown eyes. When asked how he passed, all he said initially was I died. So Mike gave him a second and then asked again, and the response was animal. He has no family. The year is 1977 for him. Mike asked if he was bitten by a snake. He said no, it wasn't a snake. He was attacked by a creature. The Spirit Talker app then said my lungs collapsed. Then Frank went on to say he put his paws on him, and then his lungs collapsed. It was a wolf man. Then the Spirit Talker app said we love communicating. And I believe Frank said he ate me and he was alive when it happened. The Spirit Talker app then said family. Frank went on to say that this creature has attacked many others, doesn't know what he's called. It happened a mile up and you pointed to your left. Then the bell went off. The message he had for everybody was enjoy life. You live once. You sit back as a human, as a life form on a couch when you're younger. You wish you could go back. We wish we could go back once you're a spirit. Then the Spirit Talker app said, believe us. He was not sure if it was Bigfoot that attacked him. But he was huge and he looked like a wolf.
I can use
Frank would come out here with his friends and drink beer and they would do drugs. I believe the Spirit Talker app then said court, but I couldn't quite hear it. This particular night, Frank did shrooms, walked that way, and again, you pointed left and met his death. He was high, his flashlight went out. Then the Spirit Talker app said, it's not just me. Frank then heard hissing. He was knocked down, like when you get hit by a ball. He fell, rolled over, and was pushed back down onto the ground. He couldn't breathe, and he remembers seeing a full moon, and that was it. Mike then asked Frank's permission to bring Gina in, and Frank gave his permission. The bell went off. Gina confirmed that Frank was still with us. The music app went off. When she asked how big this creature was, he was 7 or 8 feet tall, very muscular. Frank said he was 37 years old. He had no kids. The music box then went off again. When asked what he misses most about being alive, his answer was he just misses being alive. There were no other spirits at that time that wanted to communicate, and then the music box went off again. The Spirit Talker app then said I was cremated. Gina asked if his family knew what happened to him. He said his family doesn't know what happened. They just found pieces of his body. The Spirit Talker app then said bench, and the music box went off. Frank then went on to say that there were more creatures out here. The app said Vincent. Frank has never seen the New Jersey Devil, but did say there are supernatural creatures here. He's in the 6th dimension. To him, benches look like logs waiting. The music app then went off. He was not standing on any stairs at that point or steps at that point. The reason why he was still here, he was waiting to get called to move on. The spirit talker then said, I scare people. And then he went on to say he does see stairs or steps, excuse me, like a spiral staircase going up and up into the center. And there are lots of others waiting with him. Katie then came in to ask about what had thrown the rocks in the water when they were here before. And the response was the wolf is similar to what threw the rocks in. And then the bell went off. Gina came back in and was asking about others or other creatures out here. He knows of other supernatural creatures in the woods. There are many. Bigfoot is out there, many of them. And then the spirit app then said torch. Mike then came in and asked if the Bigfoots can cloak themselves. It was confirmed that yes, they can. The bell went off, and then the spirit talker app said Robinson. Then Mike asked about aliens, and we were told there are many aliens in the woods, and they look just like you and me. Then one of the REM pod or beeping devices went off, and then the music went off again. And they continued on to say that there are many different types out here in the woods. And then your alarm went off. So in referring back to the question about the skinwalker, that wasn't a specific question asked, but this wolf man, 7 feet, 8 feet tall, there's a possibility that that's something they could have been referring to. But again, like I said, it was not a direct question that was asked, so it's just conjecture. That end.
What's that noise in the background?
I don't know.
The music box. Let me turn it off.
Mike Doran, there are many ways that you can contact loved ones. Unfortunately, sometimes they're going to come through, sometimes they're not going to come through. It depends on their energy. It takes a lot for them to manifest to come through. You can, talk through spirit box. You can talk, what that.
You know what's kind of crazy is that the Pentagon has come out and acknowledged unidentified flying objects. So I don't know. I personally probably never seen anything like that, but from my town where I live in Florida, it used to be a hot spot back in the early 90s. It was kind of crazy. I personally have never seen anything, but this whole Estes tonight was a little different for me.
Yeah, it was.
Our world is too vast. There's too many dimensions and planes of existence, and not just our world, but the entire vastness of space. Probability says there are other planets like ours out there.
Someone else with Paranormal Paradise is going to try the Estes method tonight.
Gotcha.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys stay, Mike? Can you stay?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm in your job now.
Yep.
Sorry, the name again?
Her name's Destiny.
Destiny.
Okay. Somebody got a timer on it?